kept you waiting forever and a day. But now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity. Taking over your body, it's flowing through your mind. This feeling's got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love. Can you feel me? Ooh, can you feel me?
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. out of town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
I fell and lost to the war, shot me dead. I was lost and I said to the voices in my head, I gotta get up again. I gotta get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Giving up again. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I gotta get up Look into my eyes. My heart beats like a drum. You listen to my lies. Love is far to come. Your love is far. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in this morning time, but it just goes on. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in this morning time, but it just goes on. Gotta get up again. I gotta get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I gotta get
What is going on, traders? Happy Sunday! Look, you guys out here studying today. What's going on? How we doing tonight? Welcome to Trader Spotlight Season 2, Episode 2 with Honeydew. All right, we're going to get into things here, but let's see who's in the chat tonight. We got Candlestick Wick, Nick, Derpity Dip, Ivan. What's going on, Ivan, brother? FD, thank you for the 3 months. Let's go! You are legendary. We got Headmeister, Great River, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Surf Dog, Blaze Beast, aka Cans with the 7 months. Thank you, brother. You are legendary. Thank you. Appreciate the support. 7 months. Damn. What's going on, Joe Sporto? Colonel. I'm new here. Who the heck is Colonel? Honey from Naughty Polar Bears. What's going on? Welcome. Jay Licious. Thank you for the first time chat. Lynch Mob Life as well. The Don, what's going on? Welcome. We are going to dive into some options tips, small account challenge type education. We've got a great interview planned for you guys tonight with the great Honeydew. Let me pull up her Twitter here, and you guys can check her out for sure. There we go. Out on Twitter, she is Honeydew0101, the one, the only. Also partnered with Unusual Whales, TrendSpider, and TraderSync. So definitely check out those programs. I'm sure she has some codes you guys can choose from as well. Get you some discounts and stuff like that. So without any further ado, let's bring her on. I'm just going to change my music over here really quick to my lo-fi playlist. Perfect. Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing? How's your weekend been?
It's been well.
Awesome. Been busy this weekend or just kind of looking at charts?
Yeah, I'm busy with work.
Got you. Okay, cool. And what do you, can you say what you do for work?
I do hair and nails. Well, currently right now I'm helping my mom out.
Okay.
I don't have my business anymore, so I'm helping her out at her salon after like market close, but now I trade full time.
Awesome. That's super cool. So that was kind of a recent move, right? Going to trading full time?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm super happy
It's very
for you.
recent.
And how have you found has that helped your trading or hindered it or?
Actually I've been day trading ever since I started trading full time. I've been day trading and it's been great.
Awesome. You'd love to see that. I saw you had a really successful small account challenge too that we'll get into as well. But let's kind of start things off with kind of your background. How did you first stumble across trading, kind of find FinTwit, and develop into the style that you have today?
So I started trading from YouTube, and I think I've never heard of Discord until trading, and my very first person that I followed, he was more of like a stock trader. So I joined Discord, his Discord, and then I found options trading through a friend of mine who lives where I'm from. He was asking me about like Discord, and he invited me to this other Discord that he was in. Okay. And I found options trading through them. And then I don't know, like I fell in love with options, and I did a bunch of like watching a bunch of videos about it, and I just slowly learned. Blew like I think 3 accounts up, blew up 3 accounts after options, and then from there I started learning how to manage risk, and just learn how to develop my trading style now that I currently have.
Got you. And so when you were learning and you blew up the accounts and stuff like that, were you working at the same time? And how did you have that balance? Because that's a big recurring theme on the show is how traders are balancing their day job between trading. I think it's very relatable.
With my job, it was easy because I set my own hours to so basically I make my own appointments, I set my own hours, and I was more into swing trading at the time. Okay. Which worked a lot better for me because of my job. I can't really look at the market or watch the market all day.
Right.
So swing trading was really good, and I had an easier job, so I can look at the market whenever I'm in between clients or on break or whatever. So I don't know what other people jobs are, so it's harder to explain for for people who work full time and 9 to 5.
Right. Right. Um, by the way, chat, if you guys have any questions for Honeydew, you can just type it in the Twitch chat and then at 100 a million so I can see them. Just as we're going, I'll try to put them in as they are appropriate. Thank you, guys. We got 43 viewers in the house. Love to see it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your intraday day trading strategy. As far as what type of plays do you like to get into? What are you watching for? Your indicator setup. What's a typical play looking like for you intraday?
So usually I would draw out my levels on like the day before, the night before, or if I was too tired, then I would do it the morning of.
Okay.
I would wake up really early and draw my levels, do all my charts, and then I just set alerts for the specific levels, and I just watch the market and just hang out with my friends on Discord and on Twitter, and just wait for my alerts.
Nice and easy, basic. Like
Yeah.
I love that. Very simple. I think that's a very powerful strategy.
Yeah, I mean, trading is not that hard. It can be simple.
Right.
It doesn't have to be hard.
Yeah, no, definitely. So how are you finding, what do you look for when you're looking for those key levels? This is kind of a two-part question. Because your charts are beautiful, by the way. Very, very good charting. I love your charts when you put them out. Very simple, easy to read, and I love that. When you're
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're looking for your key levels, what are you looking for, and how do you determine whether you're actually breaking out as opposed to a fake out? And if you want, you can use you can pull up the screen share and we can show something.
Okay. Let's see. I'll pull up screen share. Okay. I. Screens. It won't let me, so I don't know how I
really?
can do this.
It's not appearing like the little TV icon?
It is appearing, but the icon that says go live, it's not like letting me press go live.
Oh, really? If you want, let's switch into Darklink Trades voice and try it there.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it here. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's also not letting me screen share. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, Colonel says he fixed it. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Colonel.
Okay. So can you see the screen?
Yes. Yeah. Just
Can
mute.
you can see my
Yeah, just make sure I'm muted. so.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so how you know there's a breakout is when you look down at the volume.
Oh,
Usually when I'm
hang on. You're sharing the Discord screen.
Oh no, I don't know how to share my little. Okay, stop sharing. Let's see. Got it. Yes, I found out. Okay.
No,
Can you see it now?
Yes, perfect.
Yay. Okay, so usually when I day trade, I have the 30 minutes chart on, and I just look. So I usually draw out my support and resistance level the day before, and how you know to get into like when something breaks support, you'll watch for the 5-minute candle, and if the 5-minute candle closes above your resistance line, then that means it's a breakout with volume.
Okay.
I usually just watch for the volume profile too. And if it has volume and it closes above the resistance level in the 5 minute, that's when I'll get in a trade for calls and do the opposite on puts for the support. So like I usually just don't use a lot of indicators. Basically, I just use the volume profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so, are you using Fibonacci as well, and other things like that to pick like exactly what your key point would be, your key level?
Yes, I do use fibs. I like to see. So I do Elliott wave theory, and for Elliott wave theory, I do use the fibs for it to find my price targets.
Okay.
And then I also do use fibs sometimes, but mostly I trust because I am new with fibs. I think I started learning fibs like maybe 2-3 months ago. So I still like do my fibs and I also draw them out, like my levels out. And when the fibs and my levels match, that's when I know like that's the key level, basically.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Do you want to give for Chad or anyone who hasn't used fibs before? Do you want to give like a quick lesson on how you draw them?
How I draw mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. We can test this apple out. So this is how I draw my fibs. I use the lowest. Wrong one. So you just measure the lowest candle to the highest, and that's how your fibs are lined up. Let's see. And I like to when I do draw fibs, I just like to get rid of them after just to make the charts a little cleaner.
Yeah, for sure.
And so like when fib levels, let's get rid of these. I think I drew these like a long time ago. Okay. So when fib levels align with your support and resistance, and when it hits see different resistance right here, levels, that means that is a valid level right there. And then for this one, when I drew the fibs, it hits right here, and then I usually get rid of my fibs and just to see if the levels align.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I did with this one was I moved it down a little bit so it could hit all 3 candles.
Right.
And here's another resistance level right there. That's the 4th one, just to align it to make it match. And that's basically how I draw my levels.
Okay, awesome. Now for your day trades, are you trading mostly weeklies on those? And well, that's the first question.
Okay, so for my day trades on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings, I buy weeklies.
Okay.
And on Wednesday, 2 hours before closing, and Thursday and Friday, I buy the week after, because of the Greeks.
Right.
And usually the IV and the theta, they're really bad for weeklies, unless it's breaking out really. If it's moving really fast and the volume is really high, then I would buy weeklies.
Got you. Okay, cool. That makes a lot of sense. And when you're buying on the spreadsheet, when you're buying those contracts, what are some things you're looking for to kind of add to how are you picking exactly what contract you want? Into the money, out of the money? Are you looking at volume, open interest, stuff like that?
So I like to look for the contracts that are closest to in the money to buy the weeklies. And I like to look for contracts that have the highest open interest.
Okay, gotcha.
And yeah.
Got you. That's awesome. Now, when you're in a trade, let's see, take a trade. How do you know, or what do you look for weakness, and to see when the trade starts to go against you, and you go, okay, maybe I need to stop out of this thing?
When the volume is looking weak and it's getting close to support level, then I'll usually like set my alert, because if like three or more tickers are breaking out or like breaking down, and I usually set alerts for them, and I go like not look at the market and do other things. And when I do get alerted, I'll sit and I'll watch. If it breaks below my support level or like the breakout level that I had drawn, then I will get out of the trade.
Gotcha. Okay, no, that makes perfect sense. So let's talk a little bit about taking profits and stopping for a loss. We just kind of touched on that one, but when are you looking to take profits? How are you making your PTs, or what's an acceptable amount of gains where you'll be like, okay, I'm going to take some off? And are you scaling as well?
Yes, I am scaling out. Like that's I think that's really important for day traders and people trading in the market right now, because we never know when the market will just turn on you, right? So like I usually do like a rule of thumb. If I'm in a position, if I'm in like extremely heavy, as in like if I'm in 20 contracts, I will scale out at 20%. But if I'm only in like a position like maybe 10 contracts, I'll scale out at 30. And then the rule of thumb for me is 20%. If I'm doing 20%, I'll do 40%, 50, and 80, and then I'll leave runners until it hits my next price target. Like usually my runners are only one or two. And also it depends on the specific contracts too, because if I'm buying like Tesla contracts, they're extremely expensive. So if I'm going to be leaving runners, I'll just leave one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. The cheaper contracts I'll leave, if a contract is like 10 cents, I'll leave 5 runners, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
When you're buying the contracts, are you buying, like, let's say you want to buy 10, for example. Are you buying all the same contract, or do you ever try like different strategies? Like I forget the exact names, but like I think it's called a ladder when you buy different strike prices, or you know, like a straddle, for example. Do you do other types of strategies like that?
Not really. I keep my trades pretty simple.
Yeah.
But I have done straddles before on like earnings. If
Right.
I'm holding, if I'm buying holding through earnings, I'll do a straddle. And I don't. The only other strategy that I do is like if I'm planning to day trade this, but then if I see a ticker having potential to swing, then I will roll over my contracts. I'll like take all my profits, and then I'll roll over the contracts for further date out. But that's it.
Okay, I got you. Okay, no, that's cool. We do have a question coming up in chat from In-Person8. They're asking, using 30-minute candles, do you include after hours with your trend line analysis?
After hours?
Yeah, I guess after hours and pre-market.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And does that, I guess that doesn't change anything you do. Do you find that's more important or less important than the price action throughout the day?
The price action throughout the day is definitely important, but I just like to see, usually like when we have gap up or gap down, I like to look at the after hours. It's pretty important to look at that level. Like for instance, AMC, when it broke out after that game news, it broke out, but it never really, I usually look at the chart and I like to look at the after hour, because it never really broke out. You know, it was a really weak breakout. So then I draw my levels for the after hours to watch for the next day.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that I like to do is I take into account like the high of the day, the low of the day, and then I'll look in like pre-market after hours and take that high and low. And I kind of I'm not necessarily going to put those in my chart, but I'll look to see which ones kind of are you know respected the most, and I'll incorporate that into my levels. I'm assuming you do something similar to that as well.
Yes.
There's another question in chat here from C Texas 813. Thank you for the first time chat. I see he's talking about when you're posting on Twitter, your watch and stuff like that. He's seen calls over X, puts under Y. How do you establish those levels? And so the part that I like about this question is, how do you target those stocks that you post? Are you using a scanner, or how do you find what stocks you think are going to have some volatility to actually to move the next day?
What I do is I scan through my Unusual Whales account and see stocks with the most activity, and I chart it out and put it on my watch list for the next day.
Okay, I got you. Let's actually talk a little bit about Unusual Whales. 'Cause we've been seeing a lot of posts that you've been making about Unusual Whales and options flow. I don't know if you want to pull up Unusual Whales and talk a little bit about flow and how you like to read it, what you look for. I think it would be very interesting, especially for those who don't have flow right now.
Okay, let me pull it up and screen share.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, Candlestick. Bullshark did teach me that. That's exactly right. He does the same thing where he takes the high a day, low a day, pre-market high, pre-market low, and those levels seem to be pretty critical the next day.
Okay.
Oh, right. Vertical spread. When I said that ladder technique, it's actually a vertical spread. Thank you, KD. Oh, perfect. This looks great.
Yeah, so I usually during the day I just look at the live flows. I look at the live flows, and what I do is I go to the filter and filter out anything under 50,000.
Okay, gotcha.
Basically. So let's see. 50 and 500,000. It depends. And if there's really no big activity, then I would make it less. Like usually my first filter would be 500,000, and then I'll go down if there's not much activity, and just watch for the contracts. And also one more thing that I do is I look in the hot chains and tickers and just watch to see what is trending at the moment, what's hot.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And so,
as you can,
yeah, go ahead.
As you can see, these are the hot tickers, and I will actually chart like 5 or 6 of them, and to see which chart I like the most, and then pick them out.
Okay, are you just randomly selecting these, or is there like a top to bottom sort of list going on here?
This is a top to bottom, like SPY. This is from top to bottom right here.
Okay.
And so I usually just see. Actually, I also see what Twitter is talking about and all these other tickers that the social media is talking about, and I'll chart them out.
Yeah, no, definitely. And okay, so that's kind of your favorite parts of Unusual Whales as far as flow and stuff like that? Yes, it is. Okay, very cool. So you have, do you have an affiliate code with Unusual Whales that we can use in chat?
Yes, I do. I have an affiliate code. It's Honeydew. You can get 5% off if you use my code. I also, if anyone likes to chart with TrendSpider or try them out, then I do have a code also. It's in my Twitter link.
Okay, cool. Let me just pull that up for the stream, so you guys can find that here. All right, it's all going to be listed.
And also, if you would like to join my Discord, it's Arcane Society, and it's a free Discord that we host. We try to host educational content every week. So yeah, if you want to come join and hang out,
yeah, definitely.
I'll be there.
That's awesome. Super, super cool. Let's shift gears a little bit. And I know you did your small account challenge. Let's talk about that. How did you find that, how are you trading that challenge at the beginning compared to at the end? And what are some tips that you could maybe give out for other people with small accounts or doing a challenge like this?
Okay, so in the beginning of the account, I was swing trading mostly. And then what I did, the rule of thumb that I always use is that I only use 50% of my account in trades to hold overnight. Like I would never put 100% of my position in the account. And the challenge account started out with $600. And then the market got really, really choppy. And I was like, it was so hard to swing anything because getting into a position, like a call, right? Just planning to swing, and then if I don't really look at it, the market just drops. And so
Right.
I have to use up all my day trades, and so I got stuck with the pattern day trading. So I guess the tips that I do want to give traders who are wanting to do like a small account challenge is to get a Webull cash account. It doesn't have to be Webull. It can be anything like TD Ameritrade, pretty much any broker that will let you have a cash account and do the scale out system. Like follow the scale out system. Like that's been working out so well for me because when I'm up a certain percentage, then I can just scale out and lock in my profit and just keep runners to hold overnight in case like the market turns on you. But then you're only holding house money. It's not really, you already took your profits. This is just money that you're okay with losing.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Yeah.
So when you're taking your entries, are you placing a market order or a limit order?
When I'm taking my entries, if it breaks out, then I would do a market order.
Okay. And then is that the same for when you're scaling out or using limits on the other end?
When I'm scaling out, I usually do limit orders because it's like if a stock is at $50 and my contracts are up like 20%, but then the contracts are at $1.25. For instance, and I can see the volume going up and the stock, it still has like, it's still looking great, then I will make a limit order for 130 and then usually it fills.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Yeah.
when I'm doing like swing trading, then if I'm swinging, I'm planning to swing the ticker or the contracts, then I will usually do a limit order.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Do you have any strategies or certain ways that you like to play earnings or lottos? So I consider them the same because I lose equally on both.
So earnings super risky.
Right?
I don't know if I have like a good strategy for them because it depends. I guess every ticker is different. So never go full position. Never go heavy on earnings. If you're holding through earnings, play lottos. Like don't. So I have the rule of thumb for me personally is I will never buy or play an earnings play that costs more than $100.
Okay.
Yeah, that for me personally, because it's such a like risky thing. You never know if it's gonna go your way because earnings is just like a gamble, really.
Yeah, 100%. You could have good earnings and be down 10% the next day. Like it makes no
Yeah,
sense.
and the reason why it's also risky is because the IV is so high. It's really messed up. Even if you like, for instance, if you're playing like MU earnings and the contract, I mean the contracts that you want to buy is $95, but it's currently at $90, and
Right.
you bought the contracts and then you held it overnight. And if like MU doesn't move to like $100, your contract, even if it moves up, it like even if it goes up, but it only goes up to like $94, your contracts will not be worth not that much. It's not going to worth that anything really.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And is that kind of the same thing with lottos as well? Do you have a lotto strategy?
Lotto strategies. Yeah, lottos. I really try to limit my the amount of like money that I spend on it. If it depends, because right now one lotto that I am holding is the ARNA, and there were a lot of call flows on it, and the contracts are extremely cheap. So I decided to buy a lotto, and it's only like 30 cents a contract. It's currently I have the $95 calls for 121, and it's like right now it's like 25 cents a contract. So and I'm willing to hold it. A lot of the lotto plays, that's when you, if it's a lotto, know that if it might just go to zero.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we talked a lot about technical analysis, TA, your charting. Do you use fundamentals as well? Any fundamental analysis? I don't typically use that much myself, but is that something you incorporate into your trading, even just some basics?
Yeah, I use basic fundamentals, but that's one of my weak spot. I need to learn. I mean, I need to look more into that, but sometimes I'm so busy looking at charts that I don't really look at the fundamentals of it.
Right.
And also with short term, like day trading, it's really just about the charts, really.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm kind of the same way. Like if I try to do fundamental analysis, my eyes just glaze over and I have no idea what I just read, right? But
Yeah.
I love like kind of the hands-on feel you get to TA, and it's more like fast-paced, keeps you interested, and I'm the same way. I totally agree.
Yeah, and also like so for instance, like the Lucid shares like unlocking thing that's going on the 19th. So many people are like thinking that it's gonna drop, and everybody is gonna buy like a ton of puts for it. And I have seen so many people talking about buying puts. But like for me as a technical trader, I will not touch puts yet. For day trading, I'm gonna wait until it breaks like $40, around 39.80, and then I'll buy puts. But I mean, it could also go the other way too. But I don't know. I'm not a big like fundamental trader, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. You can't just incorporate one or the other. You got to kind of have some sort of balance while focusing on what you're good at, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about specific tickers. Are there any tickers that you consistently will go back to if you don't see anything else that you like? Do you have a small group that you've kind of mastered?
Yeah, like I like to stay with the tickers that I know best and I trade best. And the one that I trade the most, actually I've been all over the place lately, but the ones I have been trading the most is used to be BABA, and then it got really like the chart started looking really bad. But then I'm back on it now because it's looking better again. The trend is looking better. Charts are looking better. BABA used to be one of my favorite. I like Apple.
Yeah.
And like Lucid, Neo. Let me see what else. Like sometimes I just have a bunch, and a lot of the Bitcoin miners. I play them also.
Right. And are you big into Bitcoin and the miners? And do you play any crypto at all?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I play Bitcoin miners and some every once in a while. Like when Bitcoin clearly has a downtrend, I'll post a chart on it, and then I'll buy like leaps for the miners like Riot, Mara. But I'm not into crypto that much. I mean, I should start getting into it, but I just never find the time to.
Yeah, no, I hear you. My biggest fear with crypto is that because it's 24/7, I'll like never leave. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I need some time away.
You can win so much. You can make so much money, but you can also lose so much.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. This has been great. It's nice to learn what others do. Definitely learned a few things. Glad to get others' perspective. No, 100%. That's kind of why we're doing this. Do you have any major goals going into 2022?
Major goals.
Just as far as trading.
As far as trading, like I definitely would want to build my portfolio up again. Like maybe grow bigger for 2022 rather than, I mean, grow my portfolio bigger, of course.
Yeah.
But I think the main goal for 2022 right now is to help other people get into trading and to help them learn about risk management, just to help educate people. Because I noticed that in 2021, I have been able to be successful and profitable. But since my Twitter account grew, I have had a lot of people DMing me asking for me to help them save their portfolio because they somehow like lost a lot of money. And I think one of the reasons why is because they follow a bunch of people and just really not taking the time to learn about the market, about trading. So I think my main goal in 2022 is to help educate new traders to become profitable.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Well, one of the biggest issues I'm seeing right now is something that I call, well, a lot of people probably call it this, but that desperation trading, where it's like you just need to get that money and get it quick, and then you end up, blowing up or whatever. And I see a lot of, surprisingly, I get those DMs too, and like I'd say like 40% of them is usually people who are retired, trying to trade with retirement money, which I would never suggest. And my point here is that you always want to trade with money that's extra on the table that you're willing to just throw away. Like, don't trade with money you need to buy yourself groceries at the end of the week. You know what I mean? Like, just save that money and buy your groceries. So would you suggest to kind of combat that sort of desperation trading psychology?
I don't know how to, I don't really have anything about that because people who are desperately doing that are the people who actually have lost a lot of money.
Right.
And when you're desperate like that, because I've been there, I have been lost so much money throughout, like in 2020, it was ridiculous. I blew up 3 accounts and I was really desperate and just wanting to make my money back. But I think what had helped me was I took a break from trading for about 3 months. And throughout that whole time, I just didn't trade anything. I just watched the market and I just spend my free time learning.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then I actually met a few people that were really good who were willing to help me. And then I learned from them also. But once I actually got back into trading, I actually started planning my tradings. I plan my trades, and when time comes to trade, I do that. And sometimes it's hard to trade without emotions, of course. But if you have a plan and you have a plan of step 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, you know exactly what you want to do. And then when a trade doesn't go your way, then but you know what you're gonna do, like having mental stop loss, right? If you're telling yourself you're going to a trade and you're telling yourself, okay, I am willing to not lose 50% of this position. Then once you hit 50% and you get out of the trade, even though you lost money, you're still you're gonna be proud of yourself because you actually followed through with your plan.
Yeah, definitely.
So new traders, please, if you're losing a lot of money, just please take some time out and learn about trading. Plan your trades and try to execute them when you are trading, and see if that'll help. I think it would because it helped with me. It helped me a lot.
No, 100%. That's a great tip. How important was it for you to switch from chasing callouts to developing your own strategy and taking your own plays?
How important it is?
Yeah, how did it change trading for you? Because we all start by taking call outs, right?
Yeah, it changed a lot because I then realized that some of the people that does the call out that I used to follow have no clue what they're doing.
Right, right.
They don't know what they're doing. They're just calling out because other people are saying that these people are good. But then once you realize, once you learn and know exactly how the market works and what TA is, you'll start to recognize who are real traders and who are not real traders.
100%.
And it's changed like my perspective in trading a lot.
Yeah, no, totally. And when you blew up those accounts, was that because you were taking call outs?
Yes and no. Some of them are FOMO trading.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Because like some of them are FOMO because I think there was one of my most memorable time was during the time where all the meme stocks were like trending, and all I did was just see a bunch of people posting about these tickers just going to run a lot. They're gonna run and they're gonna run. So I just buy in whatever people are buying. So I guess basically I was FOMOing AMC and Game. I remember those times I made so much money because I wasn't even looking at the charts. I was just following people saying that, AMC is going to go up so much, and people, I see people making money. So instead of, I wasn't like watching people for specific like contracts or anything. I was just seeing people making money, and I was just buying whatever they're buying. And my account like tripled in like a week.
Wow.
But then after the next week, it went to like I went from $30,000 down to $200
Oh,
within a week.
No. Oh, I hate to hear it.
God.
Oh, that is brutal. Wow.
I know. Can you imagine the depression I was in?
Oh my God. So that's really interesting. So how did you bounce back mentally from that and actually keep trading? Because I feel like a lot of people in that position would have just hung it up, for good.
Like I said, like I stopped trading and I sat back. I sat on the sideline for a while, and because I know a lot of like traders who are successful, and I guess the determination of me wanting to be like them, and I have a lot of friends who are good at trading, and so I just go and ask them questions, and I ask them for advice. And I guess because the way I grew up, my mentality has always been like a positive mentality, and I'm always like, if I want to do something, I'm going to go through with it. Like I'm going to work until I can achieve it.
Right.
So it's all about the mentality too.
100%. And if you're truly passionate about it, you're just going to keep pushing, keep trying, and just never quit, right? Eventually,
yes.
You throw enough darts at a board, one's got to hit the bullseye, right?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Do we have any more questions from chat for Honeydew? And if not, I think we'll move towards the end of the interview here. Once again, thank you so much for coming on. This was great. I truly appreciate you taking the time.
Also, you're like a great interviewer.
Oh,
you
thanks.
make me feel really comfortable.
No,
thank you for that.
I try my best. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. So I'm going to give you the floor. Is there anything that you'd like to plug? Anything anyone you want to shout out? Anything like that?
I want to shout out to my Arcane team my friends, and basically I already talked about them earlier, about the educational content that we actually have, the seminars that we have every week. So if you're a new trader and want to learn more about technical analysis, then come join our team.
100%. That's awesome. I truly recommend it, guys. Up here on the screen, just go to Honeydew 0101. Avoid the fakes. I see you have a fake now. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I had my first not that long ago, but as soon as I called him out on Twitter, he changed his whole account, and now I don't have one. So I don't know. Maybe
Oh, that's awesome.
no, it's great for me, but maybe that means I'm not very good. I don't know.
No, I mean, the person blocked me, so I really can't do anything about it.
Right.
I'm just hoping my friends can report that person, whoever it is. I don't know why they would do fakes, though, you know?
It's crazy. And the other thing too is watch out for Telegram. Right now, Telegram is getting attacked by these fakes. So just keep that in mind for newer traders. Watch out for those. They'll prey on you, especially if you're not too sure what you're doing and you're new to the to FinTwit and all that. But anyway,
I don't. Oh, sorry. So my followers, I don't have a Telegram, and I most likely will not ever get one. So if you get a message from me on Telegram, it's not me.
100%. Same with me. Okay. Thanks, Pro Fast Guy. I do have one question to end the interview. We kind of covered it, but just to kind of wrap things up, if there's a trader out there maybe listening who just keeps having a red day after red day, blowing up an account, you've been there, I've been there. What are some mindset tips or things that they can do to kind of get their head back in the game? I know we mentioned it a few times.
The mindset, just don't give up. People like professional traders, people with very experience, years and years of experience, everybody have hit bottom, but because we hit bottom, we learn to try to we actually have a mentality where we've been there before, it cannot get worse, right?
Yeah. So
So we'll try and do better. So if you are hitting bottom, please don't give up, because I was there. I mean, I went from $30,000 down to $500, and then that $500 actually went down to like 50.
Oh.
So I have been there. I've been depressed. I was really sad, and that is only one account that I blew up.
Right.
I blew up two more.
Oh my God.
The two other ones were smaller.
Yeah.
But still, like I went from one platform to the other because of blowing my account and having pattern day trade, like all that, right? But just don't give up. If this is your passion, then just take your time and study, and
100%.
watch other traders, observe them, and just do your homework. And one day you're going to succeed. Because I mean, now I am able to day trade. I have enough funds, and I was able to develop enough funds from my trading to day trade. And if you met me like in 2020, like I never would imagine being able to say this. So just don't give up. If this is your passion and this is your dream, don't give up.
Awesome. Very, very well said. Yeah, and I think we'll wrap up there, traders. Do not give up. Keep trying. And thank you, Honeydew, for coming on the show today. I truly, truly appreciate it, for taking your time. And you do have something later today, right? Can traders hop into that?
Oh, yes, of course. Anyone can hop in. It is Unusual Whale Space. And what we do is a lot of our traders up there will go and we'll talk about our watch list.
Gotcha.
And tickers we're watching this coming up week.
That's awesome. So you guys can check that out after this. I believe it's roughly in an hour. So please check that out. Follow Honeydew out on Twitter. And thank you so much for coming on today. I truly appreciate it. This is a really great interview. Lots of great notes to be taken for sure.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Take care, and we'll see you in the market.
Okay, bye.
All right, later. Okay, traders, that was Honeydew. Let me get my my hype music back on here. Okay. Hang on. Wait. Oh, that's a good one, actually. We'll end with this song. Okay, guys. That is Honeydew out on Twitter. Honeydew0101. Check her out. Arcane Investing, Unusual Whales, Trend Spider, and Trader Sync. Okay. Options Trader, excellent with TA.
And his name is John C.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm your host, 100 a Million. And I will see you guys in the market next week. You guys looking forward to having a good week? Let's get ones in the chat for Honeydew, please. All right, guys. Good luck this week. Thank you, 100. Blaze Beast. Tutu Woo. Profesca. Surf Dog. Of course, guys. And we'll see you. When am I back live? I'm live again Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I will be opening the Discord. I'm going to pop it on Twitter. So anyone who's not in the Discord right now is a free Discord. It's just to kind of coexist with this Twitch stream. So definitely hop in there. I can't spam the chat. Doesn't let me. You can only spam the chat if you're a mod or a VIP. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. You are legendary. Have a great evening. Woo! 100 out.
Yeah, we fly. Yeah, we fly. I need to learn to breathe somewhere. Maybe I can find my peace out there. Wanna run away to you. I'm looking for a safer place. Saving grace, my kind of getaway, my secret place. Stay where I can't ever be found. Oh, 'cause you never let me down. Oh, you're my safe house. Hi, hi. Oh, you're my safe house. Hi, hi. Oh, you're my safe house. You're my safe house. You're my safe house.
Yo, thank you for the sub. Bo Shizzle. You are legendary. Sub with Prime. Thank you, sir. Have a great night.